Hi, my name is Mark and we're going to look at some effective sales or selling techniques. Again, depending on what business you're in and the requirements involved, whether it be a complicated process or a very straightforward process, you really do need to understand the needs and the requirements of a potential customer. That means whether it be a personal sale or a corporate sale, you need to understand the process involved, because all sales starts in one point and ends in another, and it might be complicated, it might be very administrative, it might take a lot of time, it might be very quick, it depends. Everything depends on what it is you're selling. So the first issue, you've got to understand the nature of the business you're in, the period and the transaction, what it is and how long it takes. And you have to understand the requirements, the personal requirements. Is it a sale that involves a lot of persuasion? Do you need to convince somebody? Or is it purely you're providing a service that pretty much there's nobody else or no other competitor around? You need to know the competitive analysis of what's going on around you. You need to know what you're offering, what is the unique selling point, the USP of what you're offering in comparison to the competitive organisation. Once you know all of these issues and you understand them, then you can actually attack the market in the regard that you know exactly how, what, why and where. But the issue really also you need to think about is what forms of communication your sales takes. Is it a telephone sales call? Does it require a face-to-face visit? Can you sell it via letter or direct mail or including internet? How are the communications made and what issues are involved? So again, we need to consider what tools are required. Do you need to make a telephone call? If you need to make a telephone call, is it a personal telephone call? In other words, are you calling someone at home or are you calling someone in business? And there are two issues here. One, if you're calling somebody at home, then you're invading basically someone's personal space. Therefore, they're going to be a little less responsive or receptive to your phone call, irrespective of what you're selling, because obviously people guard their own privacy. So you have to think about that. If you're selling to a business, then more than likely you're going to be speaking to more than one person en route to finding the person that you need to speak with. So you need to do some research prior to picking up the phone if you're making a corporate sales call. Who is that person you need to get hold of? And is that person really responsible for giving you the decision that you require? So you've got your telephone sales calls. But originally, you probably will write some form of communication, whether it be a promotional letter, a direct sales letter, some form of mailer, some communication that you want to follow up with a telephone call. And the idea really with the effective sales letter is that you, A, are making sure that the person you want to speak with is that right person and that you know how to connect with them via mail. Once you've found that person and you've got their right contact details, you need to think very, very quickly how you can attract their attention. And the best method that I would like to share with you in this regard, whether it be a telephone call, whether it be a letter, or whether it be a face-to-face meeting, is the acronym AIDA. A is for attention, I is for interest, D is for desire, and the final A is for action. And if you can capture all of those points in any form of communication, I think you'll be pretty much a successful person. Okay, all the best.